And very soon, like I told you, I wouldn't want us to be too much in a hurry about this issue because we're working hard to see how to get to the root of this matter. And we wouldn't want to jeopardize our investigation.
Recently, the police conducted a mass raid, and some were saying that some innocent people were packed along with this mass arrest. And they're saying that it was just a face-saving measure by the police to cover up its inability to get to the root of this crime.
Quite all right. When you are raiding an area, by the time you get to a criminal den, you presume, generally, the generality of the people there must be presumed to be criminals. Otherwise, you wouldn't know who is a criminal and who is not. But the environment will determine when you carry a raid that the area you are going to is a criminal den, and therefore whoever is there is presumed to be one of the members, causing mayhem there. It is only later when you are able to screen that you can determine who is innocent and who is not.
What kind of environment determines a crime den?
There are so many factors that will determine criminal den. There are so many factors that determine criminal den.
Some say people innocently taking drink at a bar were packed along the criminals.
When you have intelligence about an area being used as a criminal hideout or as criminal base, we are bound to descend on that area after some intelligence on that place. And that was why the raid was carried out. And invariably, we were able to get some people who were culpable, and they were arraigned.
Still reviewing the mass raid that trailed the suspected Bado killing just some couple of weeks ago, some say that some paid money to bail themselves out, and those that were not able to settle the police were those arraigned at the court of law.
That cannot be true. You can see the number of arrests made and the number of people charged to court. The Inspector General of Police was recently around, and I was with him when he came to a media house. He called on the press to please assist and publicize that bail is free. Bail is free and has always been free. If anybody demands for any money, he should feel free to please report the matter immediately to the next or the most senior person around. And we are always there. We give out our numbers, uncontrolled way of giving out numbers, despite the other numbers at which you can complain. So bail is free. If there's anybody who has paid any amount for his release, you should feel free, please, to report. I am there. Numbers floated are there so that people can report that they were charged funds before they were released on bail. That cannot be true. If it is true, they should please come forward and report the matter, and they will see what will happen.
Let's weigh some of the reactions that have trailed the killing, the ritual killing in Ikorodu. Many of the residents many times are taken to jungle justice. Does this indicate that the public lack trust and confidence in the ability of the police to prosecute this crime?
No, if you observe, generally Nigerians are too much in a hurry. Sometimes we are too much in haste over issues. But the true position is, you see, we don't encourage jungle justice. I think I should use this medium to call on people to avoid jungle justice is wrong, and we wouldn't tolerate it. We are appealing to people to please try and report matters to the nearest security outfit near them instead of taking laws into their hands. It's not proper and it's wrong. I'll use this medium to call on people to please desist from taking laws into their hands. It's against the laws of the land, and we cannot condone it.
Isn't it difficult for the residents to fold their arms and watch their loved ones lose their life almost on a daily basis?
We are rising to the task, and you see, people don't know the value of security because when they see peace, they don't know what it takes to bring that peace. We are working day and night, round the clock, planning, reviewing our programs on ground. And that's why you see that Lagos has the best security system in the country. And that's, if not because of the way the security outfits are working in Lagos, with the number of people, with the economic activities going on around Lagos, the security situation would have been something else. But because the government, the people, the security outfits are all working jointly and tirelessly too. And that's why you see that the security is generally very, very, very normal, and The Badu is just a new dimensional case that is coming up because it is new, and that is why people are wondering.
Some say the ritual attacks have been politically motivated. Have you been able to trace any political link to this crime?
You see, you cannot be definite about or being categorical about causes of crime until you are able to make analysis and come out with proof to show. Otherwise, if you just make sweeping statement, you might be wrong, and you can be challenged later. But investigations will prove the circumstances and the people responsible or the dimension it is taking.
You've made some couple of arrests. What are the findings from these suspects?
We cannot be categorical for now, but investigation will prove later. And whoever is involved, let me tell you, whoever is involved will be arraigned in court, no matter the status and rank, and no matter his office. So, you see, we are not afraid of arresting anybody. If there is anybody involved, if you know the politicians who are involved, please you help us, give us good information about them so that we can work on it.
Now, recently, the police uncovered a kidnapping den. What does this say? What are the indications of this on the crime status in Lagos State and Ogun State?
It suggests that the police is working, and we are working hard too. And our intelligence network is working as well.
Or have you been able to trace a link from that uncovering to other similar dens in Lagos and Ogun State?
How I wish you come to inspect our statistics. You see the efforts we'll be making, the arrests we made about kidnappers. You will see how the police is working and our intelligence network is working too.
Now let's, still on kidnapping now, let's talk about the current status of the billionaire kidnapper Evans.
You are all aware that he is an international kidnapper, and investigation is definitely going to take little time before eventually things are finalized about him. But certainly he's there, he's hale and hearty, and is happy in investigation.
You may also join in this conversation by sending us your comment on our various social media platforms showing on your screen. Coming up on Question Time. Setting the record straight on the security situation in Lagos and Ogun States.